I'd gone through 12 different CRMs throughout the years as a wholesaler, and honestly, most of them were a waste of money and a waste of time. I've tested every single one of them, I've broken every single one of them, and I know where each one falls apart. So today, I'm breaking down the ones that stood out to me. I'm going to talk about what they do well, where they fall short, and ultimately make the recommendation on which CRM that we use in our business and recommend to the investors inside our community. So a quick recap, I'm an active wholesaler that's been doing this for a few years, and we recently started a marketing agency for experienced wholesalers that are trying to scale. We've helped hundreds of investors set up their initial systems through these YouTube videos and also our school community. If you're interested in joining that, links down below. But what this video covers is just an honest breakdown of the different CRMs that we know investors are using. We're going to break down what each one does well and also where each one falls short. And most importantly, which one actually wins. So if you haven't already, subscribe to the channel if you want tactical breakdowns like this every single week. So what to actually look for in a CRM. Most investors pick a CRM based on what someone recommended in some random Facebook group. That's not a strategy, and I know some of you guys are watching this and laughing about it. The 4 things that actually matter to a wholesaler is your lead pipeline management, follow-up automations, communication stack, which is SMS, email, and your dialer, and how much overall setup time it's going to cost you to get this up and running. If a CRM can't do all 4 without duct taping third-party apps, it's going to cause a problem for you at scale. So keep these 4 in mind while we go through this video together. So CRM number 1 is XLeads. I actually like XLeads, and the people who've made XLeads have a really good brand. It's Flip with Rick, right? Tons and tons of wholesalers know who they are and use this software here. One thing to note that this is a Go High Level white label. So Go High Level is the main company, and they pay Go High Level to have their software on there. And there's nothing wrong with it. We use Go High Level as well. It's got a ton of great AI features and all that. And speaking of features, let's kind of go down to the features tab. This is a typical breakdown of what you would get with any Go High Level white label company. You have all these different things. Now, I will say that the auto dialer, whenever a CRM that uses Go High Level is saying that you have an auto dialer included, you do have the ability to call people with your phone, but it's not a true dialer. So like a true dialer would be batch leads, prop wire, ready mode, or wave. This is the embedded software within Go High Level. A huge things with XLeads that is pretty rare with any other CRM is the unlimited free skip tracing. I don't know what Zach Ginn does, but this is a pretty sweet deal, if I'm being honest here, to pay a monthly subscription and get a ton of free skip tracing. Now let's talk about pricing, and I'll be honest here, XLead has pretty great pricing for CRMs on Go High Level. Their cheapest one is $97, which is basically the ability to text message, call people, and manage leads. And then their most common one is the $200 a month one, which they give you 17 lead types and all that. So they actually use RealFlow inside their CRM, which allows you to like pull data, skip trace, and all that stuff, just like you would on PropStream. And that's all included in this CRM. And most importantly, you have the AI and stuff, but it is not a robust build out. That's, I think, would be the only con for this, is their AI automations and stuff like that is very basic and vanilla, and you would have to build on top of that. Their most expensive is still pretty cheap, $250 a month. You get the whole entire CRM with all the gizmos and gadgets, plus tons of live training on school. So overall, if I was to give this a rating, this would probably be a B to an A, and also very good for beginners. The issue is when you're starting to scale and do tons and tons of deals, this is where this CRM would probably break. The next CRM is Podio, and honestly, I didn't even want to talk about this one, but I know a ton of real estate investors that are still using it, and some of them are actually pretty large. If we talk about pricing, Podio is by far going to be the cheapest CRM that you ever buy. $19 a month for their most expensive plan is honestly outrageous. The biggest con that I'll tell you, that it is a vanilla CRM that was not originally developed to be a wholesaling real estate software. Most of the bigger guys have invested $2,000 to $5,000 to have a professional company fully build out their Podio CRM and the way they like it. If you're looking at the features here, it's honestly just a very generic, lead manager, just like how a CRM would be. But this is extremely prehistoric in my opinion, and it's an extreme con in 2026 because it doesn't have really good API integrations, and it doesn't have AI capabilities like Go High Level or Resimply, and it doesn't have AI like Go High Level and the other CRMs I'm going to talk about today. So if I was to give an honest rating, I would give Podio a D, just because it's super dated, it can't integrate with AI, AI and it doesn't integrate with some of the softwares that I use in my business. So the next CRM we're talking about is Resimply. I actually like this software here, and I know tons and tons of people that use Resimply, including some of our students. So without further ado, let's jump into some of the features here. It's got list stacking, data management, the ability to organize data. I will say Resimply is the best CRM in terms of organizing actual leads. Like if you have a lead that your cold callers talk to, or a text message lead, an email lead, whatever lead that you have, it's got a very clean and simple way to track all your leads. Just like X Leads has got the ability to skip trace. And then for all you beginners out there, the driving for dollars, which, you know, I don't recommend doing. When it comes to marketing automation tools, at least Resimply, I love that they have drip campaigns. You have the ability to send direct mail with one of their partners. You got the free website, which Go High Level has as well. And then obviously AI agents. The only issue, if you're buying a CRM in real estate for marketing purposes, Resimply is not the one for you. It's not built out to send hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of text messages, emails, etc. It is meant to actually serve as a CRM and also help you follow up and track everything. So let's go to the biggest con of Resimply, which is their pricing. And I'm looking at everything as a monthly fee, not the annual. So $200 a month for the basic package, $400 a month for the most popular one, which allows you to have 5 team members on your CRM. And then you have the enterprise value, which is $850 a month, and that allows you to have 10 team members. Plus, it'll give you a ton of different features within the different pricing, but you'll see that you have calling minutes and SMS a month. And honestly, this is absolutely insane. So yes, for the $400 a month, you are only allowed to call or text 1,000 people a month. We literally send 6, 7, 8,000 text messages a month. We would literally be paying like $1,000 on Resimply. As you go down to list stacking, you know, you're able to stack records, which is pretty cool with Resimply. List polling, 20,000 credits a month. So they have their own database, just like X Leads, where you pay credits to pull records. So as we scroll down here, and you have the typical SEO optimized seller website, which is cool. Go High Level and other CRMs also provide this too. As you scroll down here, it's got all these typical features that you would have on a real estate CRM. But here's where it gets absolutely crazy with Resimply. Okay, so if you want any sort of AI, they upsell you on it. So if I'm doing a pro package CRM for $400, I'm only allowed to text message 1,000 messages a month, which is absolute. And that's what I meant by it is not a true marketing CRM. It is more for lead management and follow-ups, because in reality, 1,000 will be perfect for that. But that's why I'm saying what I'm saying. So if you were to add a voice AI, which is $100 a month, you have the call grade AI, $100, conversation AI is another $100. And in reality, you would only need 2 of them, which would be an extra $200 a month. And so you would realistically be paying $600 a month for the middle package for Resimply, which is absolutely insane. But they do have a pretty sweet bundle package for $400 a month to get all of your AI included. So you would be paying a whopping $800 a month to use all of the cool features that you need for your CRM. So the next CRM I'm talking about is the one that we actually use in our business. It's got all of the right features that we want, and it's got extremely fair pricing. And most importantly, it is a Go High Level white label, you know, just like X Leads. So it's got the right infrastructure, it's got the AI background, and it's got the ability to integrate with different APIs and different softwares that we use personally in our business. So let's just start talking about some of the features here. So we have the AI lead manager. So this is your acquisition rep that runs 24/7. This is more of like your texting bot. Always answer leads within 60 minutes or 60 seconds, which respects speed to lead. It also scores leads on readiness with based off 1 in 10. That's an extra feature that you can turn on free of cost. And then it also routes any hot leads to your sales manager or to your acquisition rep. Feature number 2 is your voice AI. So this is your voice agent or your actual like voice lead manager. What we personally use this for is actually taking all of our inbound leads. So if we run ads, your email leads that come in, our voice AI is the first person that actually talks to the seller and qualifies. If you are a solopreneur and you don't have a lead manager, any lead that opts in for an appointment, you can actually have the AI do the first qualification. An example of this is if you have an SMS go off and they actually book a call with you, the AI voice agent can actually screen that person legally because they opted in. The next feature is a power dialer, and just like every other Go High Level CRM, you do have the ability to use your phone, but this is an actual power dialer that can actually call multiple leads at the same time, you know, 1, 2, or 3 liner, and then also all of the automations and workflows within our CRM is actually built into this dialer here.
We have automated follow-up on this CRM, which is really cool, right? No lead left behind ever. You can literally set a cadence of how often and how long these AI text messages are follow-up. And I'll also show you our CRM to kind of break that down in a second. And most importantly, if you're using a CRM, this is a customer relation management tool at the end of the day, and you have to keep track of all your leads and all your deals. And just like Simply, this is a very simplified pipeline for you guys to track all your different leads and what type of lead type. But before I go into a demo, I'm going to talk about pricing here. So here's the pricing. Is very simple and cut to the chase, right? Your starter package is $100 a month, and then your typical package will be $300 a month, which is the same exact price as Go High Level is normally if you wanted to build it yourself. So what we tell people all the time is everyone loves to build their own CRMs and spend all the time and money hiring a team. But in reality, you have a very simple option that is using a built out CRM with the same price as you doing it yourself. And the most important thing, what I love about LeadOS, it is extremely transparent with the marketing fees. A lot of other CRMs don't actually share with you how much they're charging you for every text message, every phone call, every AI message. This is very transparent with how they do it. Of how the AI would work inside our actual CRM. As you can see, this is Top Gap Homes. This is our company here. And as you go down this, if you look at this text message here, it's literally texting back, the seller saying yes, and then you can literally see the message was generated by Conversation AI. So then it just goes and has an actual conversation, which I'll allow you guys to read because this is absolutely insane. It is qualifying the seller. It is trying to give them best times. And then ultimately it will book an appointment. And our text messages and our automations are fully built out. So it is, when you purchase this CRM, it is actually ready to use out of the box. So another cool feature is how we track all of our leads within LeadOS. It is simply two different pipelines. You have the deal pipeline, which tracks all of your active leads. These are sellers that have expressed interest, and you are going through the follow-up and sales process to get them under contract. And the second one would be your lead handling. This is where all of the marketing happens. Your texting leads, your inbound leads, all these different leads come in, and you can literally filter out everything by lead type. So if we're talking about foreclosures, you have an example here. If you typed in probate, you can track that. You can also track the different types of channels, right? So if we're talking about Facebook ads, you can literally type in Facebook, and then it literally sorts out all of your different leads because this CRM has tags, custom values, fully built out with it. So you don't actually have to think about your business. But honestly, the real difference between LeadOS and the others is that every other CRM requires you to actually build within inside the system to actually make it work. LeadOS is the system, and it's literally plug and play. Compare that to spending 3 to 6 months configuring Podio, hitting the ceiling with X leads, or paying a premium for Simply for the features that you get all included within any Go High Level CRM. The pricing is super transparent. You don't have to pay more for more people on the team. There's no nickel and dining with different features or using the contract machine, and you get training included with the annual subscription. This is for investors who are serious about scaling their wholesale business and honestly just don't want to lose tons of money testing out different software. Just a quick recap of what we talked about today is X Leads is great for beginners. Podio is honestly really bad. It's clunky and it doesn't integrate well with AI. Simply is honestly the best pre-built CRM option out there on the market and truly lives up to its name as being simple. Because of its brand recognition, it is going to be the most expensive CRM on our list. Like I said, if you want AI and all the bells and whistles, it's going to cost you about $800 to $1,000 a month to use Simply. LeadOS is the CRM that we use and recommend to our students in our community. It's got Go High Level infrastructure with knowledge bases built by actual wholesale operators, and it's plug and play for the first to market strategy. So overall, I rate LeadOS as a A+ CRM. I hope this video was helpful. So if you haven't already, please subscribe to the channel. I post these type of breakdowns every single week. And if you're interested in LeadOS, the link is down below where you can get access to it.